Wow, this is really Souls-like. I never thought it would be time to dig into my collection, but the moment has come. As the name implies, Second Black Souls is a Souls-like game, made on the RPG Maker. And what very importantly, it's a hentai game.
Yes, sir!
Where you can collect waifu and like a true gentleman, take care for them and then shelter in your cozy room. What? It exists, but I won't explain it because I'm still watching the 10-hour long explanation video, so you have to settle for my incorrect summary. The actions of the game take place in a fairy tale world, but with a small exception, as if Miyazaki, the Brothers Grimm and Lovecraft had gotten high on cocaine, picked a bunch of classic fairy tales at random, additions to them and mixed them up, not forgetting to drink vodka. And then shopping hour would walk in and decide to explain about wife without the possibility of rejection. Sounds like a good time, doesn't it? On this base, almost all characters in this game are fucked, and the world is just a big asylum in which you are the main patient. And don't even try to take meds, they won't help you. And why would they, when your only goal in life is to find Alice, your maiden, who's customized depending on how many years you want to spend in jail? Anyway, in short, the main character and Alice love each other. Alice suddenly disappears and you go looking for her. However, she doesn't really care about you, because she's an alien creature that happily watches your suffering, humiliates you, and in between copulates with you. Yeah, it sounds like a typical anime with a tsundere protagonist, but please, this is also a dark fantasy. The life of a simp is hard. Hey, at least life has worse times, so it's not all bad. And the game begins. And we start with the choice of a class. Here everything is standard except for the hunter, which hints what game the author was inspired by. There's even a wretch. Is this a Fury? No, I'm a hardcore fan, but this is too much even for me. Next comes a really important question. What does it mean? Ah, I see. And after 2 minutes of visual novel, we can finally make the main choice of the game. In my defense, Judge, it's a god and she's older than our planet. How do I know that? She told me. What? No. Why should God have an ID?
Now issuing a protective order.
We wake up in a pit full of dead bodies. What a weekend, huh? And by classic, all you know is that you should go forward, unless of course you figure out to press the first door 3 times. And you won't quit the game or, more embarrassingly, read the guide. The first location, with a huge hint, is called Rabbit Hole. This serves as a tutorial level that you can pass even without eyes. Even the first boss is surprisingly easy to pass and doesn't one-shot you with every attack like some of the later ones. After we win, we get to Britain, or rather an exact replica of London in the 19th century, maybe even the present century. From here, the paths lead to all other locations in the game, and then everything is simple. Go somewhere, level up, be a gentleman and collect waifu, and kill some bosses or activate some trigger to light 10 torches and open the door to the ending, because it's Souls-like. And it's kind of all basic, but there are details. And those details, oh, I've got a lot to say about them. A map. No, it's not right. The map. If you like first Dark Souls map, lucky you, you're gonna like this one even more. Where to go first? Don't ask me. I read a 30-page guide and didn't understand a thing. And I'm not ashamed to say it. Remember the skeleton cemetery at the beginning of first Dark Souls? I hope you enjoy it, but I have to give credits to the locations. They can be quite unique, even though they were made on RPG Maker. I mean, compared to the first game, this game is a masterpiece of art, like the mental hospital with a woman who reminds me of something, and Willy Wonka's factory, but as if food were you, the beautiful underwater world, and meeting place for all self-respecting thalassophobes, and of course the toxic swamp. And each location contains a boss or unique enemy from different fairy tales, from the Jack the Ripper and a house, to waifus in varying degrees of decay and ending with this. Don't ask. You have to fight all of this, and one-shots from bosses are common here. So it's logical to assume you just need a higher level, better gear, and all other things we improve in Souls-like games. Right? Or, for example, learn enemy patterns, dodge better, exploit their weaknesses, or, God forbid, parry. Right? Forget it. Sure, you can mix and match tons of gear, weapons, buffs and usable items, and even put together a build that works, but you know what works even better? Level 9000 and constant crits. However, if you're playing for the first time and don't use a guide or exploits, be prepared for the fact that almost every enemy or boss will be a challenge. But who needs that? So put aside everything listed above so you can boldly pursue the path of vengeance and kill everything, so that even the final boss dies from a one-shot, and this time yours. And you, looking down on this worthless creature, start a new cycle and once again commit a genocide against everything until you sing in Tuvians with joy. What? That's exactly what I did. But it seems we're missing something important. This is also a cultural game. No matter what the balance or mechanics are, you can simply download a save with a pre-made character and run through it all in a jiffy. So how satisfied will the one-eyed snake be? Well, the art is pretty messy and, frankly, not for everyone. And even getting the scenes itself is sometimes an achievement in itself. Some triggers lead to characters' deaths, and your waifu might end up on a cutting table. To obtain an artificial relationship substitute, there are only two ways. You can act like an inexperienced boy and give souls to all waifus.
Officer K donated $600. I love you, please be my girlfriend.
Until they accept your feelings and join the covenant. Or, like a true gentleman, take them to the safe space, where you can increase your sanity through a purely platonic act. And we wonder why everyone is so gloomy. It's because they have no one to restore their sanity with. You can also create your own daughter from souls and let's just pat her on the head, and as we walk off into the sunset, let's hope the PTSD from what we just saw doesn't haunt us for the rest of our lives.
La conclusión.
It's hard for me to say if I like this game. I'm not a fan of the build crafting games or the graphics, but at least this game offers a pretty interesting experience, both exploration and story, that you don't really expect to get from not particularly presentable looking everything. So at least for that, it's worth a try. It's also not anti-R, which websites are now just flooded with. So 9 out of 10. And remember, being a gentleman is important.
It's the final brain cell.